What's up everyone, Game8 Information Station here, back again with another first impressions video. Today we'll be taking on the narrative adventure game as Dusk Falls. Interior Nights as Dusk Falls revolves around the story of multiple characters embroiled in a high-stakes robbery.
I said get on the ground!
The game is set in the Desert Dream Hotel in Arizona, which is intertwined by generational events between two families brought by their choices that led to this thrilling experience. Played as an interactive novel, the game made our palms sweat, not just because of the hot and humid desert of the valley, which is, by the way, presented in a peculiar combination of watercolor-based and 3D art style, but also because of how the game could go several ways, as Dusk Falls consists of 2 books, with each having 3 chapters. We only played the first chapter twice, which is at least an hour long. This was to see the different results of each option. Players must discern between pivotal choices, as these would branch out and influence the narrative in many outcomes. What makes this kind of storytelling unique is how each choice is subtly nuanced. That it almost feels like every action that the characters make is relevant to the story. Things like sneaking off a Doberman or disarming robbers has a certain effect on your character and potential outcome. It was certainly noticeable when we tried playing the same chapter on 2 different runs. In a game like this, the first hour it was slow-paced, but picks up traction when the robbery takes place in the latter part of the chapter. The game switches between 2 perspectives in each playthrough, and we could see a lot of the characters' point of view on their relationships, motivations, and decision-making. While some of the dialogues felt flat and cliché, the writing sometimes led to ironically funny consequences.
You cheated!
Me? I would never.
However, we liked how your choices reflect your values and showcase your playstyle, which is summarized at the end of each level. The game has great accessibility settings, which include a co-op mode and even a streamer mode, which lets other viewers or players take on a vote to either override or veto the player's choices. We'd love to play this with our pals here at Game8 for some fun dialogue and unpredictable consequences.
Necessary?
Aside from the game letting you choose your own adventure, the gameplay can also be a breeze by changing the length of the quick time events by extending timers. Although you have plenty of time to tackle QTEs to have a rather intense experience even by setting it on default. What caught our attention was the story tree that can be unlocked at the end of the first chapter. As you can see, we tried to be careful on our first run but ended up making things worse for everyone involved. Our bad. Luckily, on the second try, we were bold enough to try out other options to see if they would affect the chapter's ending. We appreciate how this framework showcased the little events that we witnessed earlier, as well as the percentage of other players' choices online. It is much easier to come back and try out other results when you have a visualizer like this, to not only follow the story, but have an alternative to more timelines. The downside is that, after looking at the story tree, we were surprised by how each choice diverges to another path, only for it to come back together at a single point, leaving little to no impact on some of your choices. Although some branches felt important, other dialogues were there to just fill in the gaps.
If this is all just to cheat me out of a few dollars...
Just like most interactive games, As Dusk Falls can reel in players with its engaging storytelling. Its exciting twists and turns are reason enough to give this one a try. Although we felt like we could have some mobility in other choices, the verdict is still up, as we still have to finish the game. As Dusk Falls definitely made us think about its storyline, and we cannot wait to see what's in store for its conclusion. Thanks for watching. Why don't you tell us your thoughts about As Dusk Falls? And are there any other interactive novels you want us to cover? Let us know in the comments below. Till then, this is Game8 Information Station, signing off.